The Lost Cities of the Inca Empire. High in the Andes Mountains, hidden beneath thick jungle and drifting clouds, lie the ruins of a forgotten world. Stone cities built without iron tools, roads stretching thousands of miles across mountains, a powerful empire that once ruled millions. This was the mighty Inca Empire. But when the empire collapsed in the 1500s, many of its cities vanished into the jungle. Some were lost for centuries, and some may still remain undiscovered today. 2. Rise of the Inca Empire. The Inca Empire began as a small kingdom in the Andes Mountains of modern-day Peru. But within just a few generations, it expanded into the largest empire in the history of South America. At its height in the early 1500s, the empire stretched nearly 4,000 kilometers, covering parts of modern Colombia, Ecuador, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina. Despite having no written language, no wheeled transport, and no iron tools, the Incas built one of the most advanced civilizations in the ancient world. Their empire was connected by over 40,000 kilometers of roads carved through mountains and valleys. And across these mountains, they built incredible cities of stone. 3. Cities above the clouds. Unlike many ancient civilizations, the Incas often built their cities high in the mountains. These cities were carefully designed with terraces, temples, and stone buildings that fit together so perfectly that even today a knife blade cannot slide between the stones. The most famous of these cities is Machu Picchu. Built in the 15th century and perched nearly 2,400 meters above sea level, it remained hidden from the outside world for centuries. When explorers rediscovered it in 1911, the world was stunned. But Machu Picchu was only one of many cities built by the Incas, and some were even more mysterious. 4. Cities hidden in the jungle. Many Inca settlements were swallowed by the dense forests of the Amazon. Over time, vines covered the stone walls, trees grew through ancient temples, entire cities disappeared beneath layers of soil and vegetation. One such city is Choqquequirao. Often called the sister city of Machu Picchu, it sits high in the mountains but is far more difficult to reach. Because of its remote location, archaeologists believe only 30% of the site has been excavated. The rest remains buried beneath jungle and rock. And Choqquequirao may not be the only hidden city waiting to be uncovered. 5. The Spanish Conquest. In 1532, the arrival of Spanish conquistadors changed everything. Led by Francisco Pizarro, a small group of Spanish soldiers captured the Inca Emperor Atahualpa. Despite ruling millions of people, the empire quickly fell into chaos. Civil war, disease, and foreign invasion shattered the once powerful civilization. But some Incas refused to surrender. They fled deep into the mountains and jungles, establishing secret strongholds far from Spanish control. One of these secret cities would become the final refuge of the Inca resistance. 6. The last Inca capital. That final refuge was a city known as Vilcabamba. Hidden deep in the jungle valleys of Peru, Vilcabamba became the last capital of the surviving Inca state. From here, Inca leaders continued to resist Spanish rule for nearly 40 years. But in 1572, Spanish forces finally discovered the city. The last Inca ruler, Tupac Amaru, was captured and executed. With his death, the last independent Inca kingdom came to an end, and once again, the jungle slowly reclaimed the city. 7. Lost cities still waiting. Today, archaeologists believe that dozens of Inca cities remain undiscovered. The Andes Mountains and Amazon rainforest cover vast areas that are still difficult to explore. Modern technology like satellite imaging and LiDAR scanning is beginning to reveal new ruins hidden beneath the forest canopy. Every few years, explorers uncover new terraces, temples, and settlements built centuries ago. Each discovery reveals more about the incredible engineering and culture of the Inca civilization. But the biggest question remains: how many cities are still waiting to be found? 8. Legacy of the Inca. Although the Inca Empire disappeared over 500 years ago, its legacy still shapes the Andes today. Many ancient roads are still used by local communities. Traditional farming terraces continue to produce crops in mountain valleys, and the descendants of the Incas still live throughout the region, preserving parts of their ancient culture. The lost cities scattered across the mountains and jungles are reminders of a civilization that once thrived in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. And somewhere, hidden beneath dense forests and mist-covered peaks, more of those cities may still be waiting to be rediscovered. Ending line. History often feels complete, but sometimes it is still buried beneath the jungle, waiting to be found.